prepare to die, sewer fiend. Looks at Rockstone. Much. Like hitting.
I have spoken to the elder of the hamlet. Snappleburg needs hired thugs for protection from orc and goblin raiding parties. It is known that greenskins have established a camp somewhere in this area. 4 nearby villages have been pillaged in the last 3 weeks. The locals live in fear of an attack. We will be stationed in this forsaken backwater for 2 weeks. During this time, it will be our duty to protect the peasants and their property.
2 weeks will give you enough time to find us more work. Perhaps something that pays a little better. I'm tired of risking my life for peasants and ale money.
Yes! Cursed blade. All that be pleased. Thank all will roll.
We have been offered a commission from a merchant who seeks an escort for his caravan, traveling from Wiesenheim to Holst. After his business there is done, we will accompany him back to Wiesenheim. The round trip should take no more than a few days, and we will pay hard currency in advance. More on our return. I have been approached by men seeking work, my lord. I have noted their credentials in the troop roster for your examination. My lord, we have been approached by the landowner and border prince Sven Karlsson.
I wish to gain your services in capturing a rogue border prince who conspires with inhuman creatures against us. His name is Otto Hiln. Each month for the last 3, Hiln has been meeting in the World's Edge Mountains with Skaven. Since that first meeting, he has sent men out searching for one called Zeradan. But as the months have passed with no word of Zeradan, Hiln has become increasingly frustrated to the point of executing those who report failure.
Is your information reliable?
Allow me to introduce my trusted advisor and intelligence officer, Ilmarin. He will answer your questions. I must attend to other matters. Greetings, gentlemen. Yes, our information is reliable. A former bodyguard of Hiln's is now in our service. He is sickened by Hiln's collaborations with the Ratmen hordes and concerned for the security of our land. I want Hiln captured and interrogated.
Where can we find him?
He will next meet the Skaven in 20 days at the entrance to Mad Dog Pass. The mountainous approach and the morning gloom should cover your intent to steal him away from his sickening hosts.
Listen, quick, take axe. Take axe. Yes, much power, much killing. Slay and conquer. Slay and conquer.
Hiln was dead before our men got to him. They say there was a black sticky residue around his wound. Whatever killed him was obviously a weapon spawned of chaos. They also found a map that should interest Kos.
As you know, we have recovered a map from Hiln's body. It marks routes from Mad Dog Pass through Hiln's land to the east and across the Black Mountains. You are to patrol the area marked on Hiln's land to the east of Skull River and eliminate any Skaven presence. As well as your payment, you will be paid an additional 10 crowns for each Skaven head returned.
This route will take us 10 days. That fee will scarcely pay for our supplies. If we don't encounter Skaven, I'm afraid it isn't worth our while.
Very well. I'll double my offer to 20 crowns a head.
Shall we prepare the men, Commander?
To border princes. Yes. Kill all. Gather the lads, including Snotty's boy. It's time to kill the Ooze. All the lot. Starting with them what lives on the borders, what thinks they's hard. Kill 'em all! No prisoners. Ergat no.
While you were away, the Skaven warband came to our town. They took Ilmarin, my advisor, and slaughtered anyone who resisted them. Though he hasn't been in my service long, he is a good friend, and I will pay well for his safe return. Please help me. You are to pursue the Skaven raiding party and recapture Ilmarin, my valued advisor. The only information I have is that they initially headed north towards the Black Mountains. You must try to reach the Skaven before they disappear into their network of tunnels. If Ilmarin is rescued, escort him to my family's hiding place in the mountains. There you will be paid by my guard. I will send my family onto the hideout and will join you after I arrange defenses for Wiesenheim.
A wild man follows us, my lord. He demands to speak with him. I am a claw. I live in the mountains for many years. I watch the Skaven. They search for Warpstone. They want to harm the world. They have no respect. They spawn of chaos, evil. Must be stopped. Watch them burn town. They find what they want and take him. Follow me to him. I have powers. I help you. I guide.
Really? What is your fee?
No pay. I work for Earth. I not work for you.
We are en route from Karak-Hern to Karazakarak to inform our king of increased Skaven activity throughout the Black Mountains. We surprised the Skaven vanguard, but were soon outnumbered by the rat beasts. Your appearance on their rear was fortunate indeed. The Skaven are moving in force, and there is a great foreboding in their activities. Escort me back to Wiesenheim immediately. Who is this insolent? My true name is Seradan of the Black Mountains. My identity as Ilmarin no longer serves a purpose. An elf? Escort me to Carlson's Keep at Wiesenheim, where I can retrieve my family sword. Its value is of great significance to us all. From there we go to Lauren. The journey to Lauren is too dangerous at this time. Perhaps for dwarves. I come seeking help from the Coulson family hideout in the foothills of the Black Mountains. We were discovered and overwhelmed by orcs. Many were killed. Coulson's family were taken as slaves with the rest of the survivors. How did you escape? I fell down a ravine and was left for dead by the orcs. I made my way back here to inform Lord Coulson, only to find him missing and the town burned to the ground. I implore you to pursue the orcs and rescue the prisoners. Their numbers are reduced, and they have taken Coulson's gold with them. He will pay you handsomely for the return of his family.
Carlson was going to meet us at the hideout. I imagine he's tracking the orcs.
Coulson is a good friend, and deserves a better fate than this. I am willing to postpone my business in order to aid him. I tracked the orc hordes east before I returned here. I'm sure I can pick up their trail again to the north. I am deeply indebted to you for our rescue. I had reached the hideout only to discover my family missing. I tracked the orcs, but was discovered by a rear guard while I slept. I was lucky not to be killed. My prayers to Sigmar were answered when you and Captain Bernard freed us. Now we are faced with much work to be done. Escort my family back to Wiesenheim, where you'll be given rest. I would ask you to help stamp out the greenskins from my land once and for all. For this task I will pay well and equip you with the necessary reinforcements and supplies. I guarantee you many prosperous weeks at Wiesenheim. Firstly though, I would ask that you escort us home.
These men soon. Then we go quickly. Clear south wall.
No, wrong. Drill east wall. Yes, east. Drill.
Ah, full. South is south. South will crumble like that dust. Easy, south. Full.
I drive, not you. You obey. Thankful say east. Thankful say we do. Drill east. Start now. Quick. Orcs not worry stunties for long.
These orcs must be encamped somewhere in the hills. Your final objective is to track down their base and destroy it. First, you will march to the town of Vanberg, where greenskins have been sighted across the River Weiss, just south of here. It is fortunate that the river is impassable there, otherwise they would long since have fallen to the orc hordes.
The river must have a crossing point.
Yes. There is a bridge 9 miles southeast of Vanberg which is held by a unit of my men. When you have reached the town, you are to make the area secure. Captain Bernard will take 2 units of my guard and will travel with you to the bridge. He has orders to follow your command.
What of payment?
I will give you an advance plus a personal letter of promise for 1,000 crowns, which will be honoured at Vanberg. If all goes well, your next mission will be to move to the bridge and start a search for the Orc camp.
Commander, if we can crush the Orc camp, Carlson has promised us 2,000 crowns. That would help us to greatly bolster our troops.
Commander, we are too late. The Orcs have crossed the bridge and are bringing ruin on the western bank. My scouts report they are moving on to the milling town 6 miles southeast of Vanberg. We should move quickly to catch them before they inflict too much damage. An Orc raiding party has destroyed the farm to the southwest and are heading back to the bridge with their spoils. We must intercept them before they can cross the bridge and regroup with their main force. We will rendezvous 2 miles southwest with reinforcements from Dortmere. When the west bank is clear of greenskins, we must take and hold the bridge. From there we can consider an assault on their camp in the hills of the east. Lookouts have spotted a goblin slave train heading north towards the hills on the other side of the river. I would like to lead my men in an attempt to rescue the slaves, and I beseech you to aid us. Time is short and we must leave immediately.
Rescuing slaves is not part of our contract, Captain Bernard.
Please, Commander, will you help us? I have no payment to offer except gratitude.
One of the slaves we rescued is a wealthy merchant. After a little persuasion, he expressed his gratitude to the tune of 200 crowns. He also told us of a new greenskin offensive led by a large black orc with one eye and a powerful axe. His followers grow in numbers daily as they move north from the Badlands. Our friends across the river are merely an enthusiastic scouting party.
We estimate the Orc camp to be hidden somewhere in Shattered Pass over the river to the north. Confirmed sightings suggest a strong contingent of black orcs at work. We can expect to find these at the Orc camp. Reinforcements are en route and will be with us tomorrow. We will rout the Orcs at the following daybreak.
Good. We will need some time to rest the men and prepare for battle.
I must insist that we leave for Lauren immediately, Commander.
We will journey to Lauren when my lord is ready. Arrogance will not hurry him.
Ox rule! Kill them all!
I have orders to travel to our keep in the Blackfire Pass to warn off the increased orc activity in the mountains. From there we will use the pass to cross the mountains. Our combined might will ward off any orc attack.
Okay.
Our watchman gave us early warning of an orc force moving from the west. They were led by a huge one-eyed war boss. We made preparations, but they were too strong. However, the above was Ufbar. They will be out. Our fortress there is impregnable.
We are approaching the Aveland Keep.
Halt! Who goes there?
I command the mercenary army of Grudgebringers. We have been hired by these dwarves to help raise the siege of Zufbar. I seek safe transit through the pass.
I am Captain Holger of the Lightorf 9th Crossbow Regiment. I want to hire you. The orcs attacked our keep some days ago. We broke their assault with our volley guns, but took many casualties. The main force has left a unit of stone throwers in the hills to try to break us. We have taken bombardment from them for the last 3 days. Our defenses are weakening, and I fear another attack from the main force very soon. I need you to lead an attack on their war machines. With those destroyed, we can hold out until reinforcements arrive from Averheim.
For 1,000 crowns, we'll take them apart.
In the name of my lord, Marius Lightdorf of Averland, I authorize the payment of 1,000 gold crowns to you for your services.
Do we have time for this, Commander?
Campaign, reinforcements from Averheim arrived. Captain Holger has new orders from the Mad Lord himself to assist us until he hears otherwise. It seems that Sven Karlsson is a powerful ally of the Lord, and sent word of our need.
Our brothers at Zufbar are in dire need of assistance. I can pay you when we reach Zufbar.
The landowner of the local farm wishes to hire us to remove a gang of goblins who have driven him from his barns and outhouses. They have destroyed his crops, eaten his livestock, and are terrorizing the area. He doesn't have the resources to handle them himself, and has asked us to deal with them by any means necessary.
The main gate is swamped with greenskin hordes. We'll have to try another way through.
There is more than one way to get into the city. Our best chance is through one of the secondary gates. Grum's Gate is guarded by a goblin shaman and his bodyguard. A surprise attack by a selected few would create a diversion, enabling the rest of your army to slip into the city. This assault must hold the main goblin force and then make a run for the open gate before the greenskins can take advantage.
How can you be sure there will be someone to open them for us?
We are expected to arrive through the underway or the secondary gates. My comrades will be watching for us. We need to gain access to Zufbar through one of the secondary gates. A strike on the orc artillery at the listening gate should create enough confusion to allow your army to get through before the orcs can retaliate. Once they are inside, we will follow them in as a rear guard. Remember, they are not expecting us. If we can disable their stone throwers in the process, so much the better.
What if someone gets locked outside?
The gates will only be open for a short time. If anyone is left outside when the gates are shut, they will be remembered as heroes.
Ungran tells me there are many dark and ancient tunnels beneath the city, which have been sealed for centuries. Apparently, the Skaven have been digging their own tunnels in an effort to gain entry to those passages. Dwarven regiments of Ironbreakers have detailed knowledge of the tunnels, but are too overstretched to man them all. They need our help to fend off these Skaven intrusions.
Skaven are no problem for us.
I understand that tunnel fighting with Skaven is brutal and savage. Our men will need to be armoured with chainmail. The king has promised that any of our units without chainmail armour are to be equipped by the quartermaster without charge. In addition, we will be paid 25 crowns per man. My lord, we have been summoned to assist in repelling a major attack in the lower halls. The Skaven are sending their slaves in to try to exhaust the dwarf front line. no doubt as a prelude to an attack by their storm vermin. We are to bolster the front line until they can replace us with fresh units. The slave attack in the lower halls was apparently a deception. While the assault was in progress, Clan Eshen assassins launched a covert operation in the upper halls. They overcame the guards to the great treasure chamber and stole a single scepter of no apparent importance. Its only distinguishing mark was a shard of crystal in the handle. When Seridan heard of the theft, he ran off, demanding to see the king.
Lord Ungran, I believe I can explain the theft of the scepter by the Clan Eshen Gutterskull.
What? When my advisors can tell me doubt? I doubt it. Speak anyway.
Centuries ago, during our war with the dwarves known as the War of the Beard, an assault was led on our city of Athal Mariah. At the heart of the city stood a great menhir, designed to attract the winds of magic and focus them to Ulthuan, where they would be dispersed into the cosmos. During the battle, Elior the High Mage began the ritual required to safely remove the runic crystal at the heart of the menhir, which is needed to direct such magic. Before it was complete, Elior was struck down by dwarfen warriors, and the crystal shattered into 3 fragments.
And our scepter contains one of these fragments?
I believe so. One piece was taken by each of the 3 dwarf lords, from Karazakarak, Karakwan, and Zafran. However, one of these was won back by us as it travelled en route to Karazakarak. I know its location in the Lauren Forest, and it was for this reason I was kidnapped by the Skaven Horde. The other pieces have been lost for centuries.
So what are these fragments?
The whole crystal can reactivate the menhir and dispel the complex illusions erected to protect the city by the fleeing elves. The power of the reactivated menhir could be tainted by warpstone to cataclysmic effect.
Maybe to your sheltered island, Ulthuan. But
Indeed. Ulthuan and the rest of the world would drown in the dark tide of chaos. The end for us all and the rise of... well, I know not what the Skaven plan. You must break the siege to allow us passage to Lauren, where I can inform the Elder of events. Our existence depends on it.
You're fortunate you arrive here with friends of mine, Elf. I'll arrange passage for you to Nuln, where word of this can be given to the human emperor. You'll have an envoy and a guard who will bear authenticity of my bidding. Good luck.
One of the dwarven fortifications in the Underway has been overrun by Skaven. We have been hired to mount a rescue for the surviving dwarves. We'll get paid 200 crowns for every dwarf rescued.
In respect of the urgency of Mr. Seridan's mission, I've assigned a guide to take you from Zufbar when you're prepared to leave. You'll be paid to safely escort my envoy to Nuln, where the Empire can be told of the Skaven plot. Once you have the Empire's assistance, by all means, continue to Lauren.
Then we must leave immediately.
There's only one passage that can be opened, which will lead you to the mountains above Zufbar. Kazdrak is it?
Kazdrak, the Dragon's Hall. I don't like the sound of that.
The passage has been sealed for many years after a dragon and her brood chose it as their lair. Gotrek has volunteered to guide you through it to the surface. Good luck.
A messenger has advised me that King Ungran has summoned you to his throne room. I suggest you do not keep him waiting.
I've something to give you before you depart to Nuln, Commander. I understand the elves' concern over a Skaven plot to warp the power of this man. As you know, the elves are a proud race, and a relic as powerful as this will be revered by them as a comforting light from an ancient past. But it's also potentially a very powerful weapon. This can only be a threat to us. I'm giving you a unit of my finest hammers, who will be yours to command. They'll carry with them a runic Warhammer, forged by Scout Blackhammer himself. It will destroy the enemy, as it should have been destroyed millennia ago. You're an honourable soldier. I trust you to make the right decision when the time comes. Good luck.
I must now report for further orders. Farewell, Commander. Forward units report a wolf attack in progress. I feel we should assist the poor fellow.
Thank you for your assistance. But I was holding them well at bay. I see from your ballad you are a mercenary force. Seems you're also in need of a master of the magic arts. I will be available for such services at a reasonable price.
Let us discuss business in my caravan. My lord will assess your credentials.
Who's there?
I command the Grudgebringer mercenaries camped by the Nuln Road half a mile south of here. This is Engrol Goldtongue, an envoy of Ungren, king of Zufbar. And this is Seridan of the Black Mountains. We ask an audience with those whose voice would reach the Emperor's ear.
Very well. Right the gate.
My advisors have told me of your quest, Seridan. Rest assured, our decision will be made in due course.
I am descended directly from the bloodline of the High Elf Mage Elior of Tyranor. During those times, we were pressed hard by the Dark Elves, and largely withdrew from the Old World to Ultworld. Among the remnants, my family stayed to maintain a vigil, watching for such a time as this. Now I reveal the secret we have kept, and I implore you to act, lest the vigil which my family has upheld for centuries be lost.
Such decisions are not taken lightly. Envoy Engrol asks assistance at Zufbar, and our forces are thinly spread repelling goblin incursions into the Empire. We will retire to discuss these matters. Return in 30 days for my decision.
I have been visiting old acquaintances while in Nuln, and have managed to secure some work in the local area. 4 weeks ago, a merchant train travelling from Marienburg to Nuln went missing, along with its cargo of precious metals and minerals. It was assumed the wagons had been plundered by Skaven operating from the Grey Mountains.
And you know different?
Yes. My sources tell me the goods were stolen by bandits living in the forests north of Nuln. Our task will be to shadow a mock caravan along this route and wait for their attack. After their initial strike, we will secretly follow the surviving bandits back to their forest encampment. Our rangers have successfully followed the surviving bandits to their hideout in the forest. We are now ready to attack and destroy their encampment. The Nuln Guard have offered us work as bounty hunters. Guy Gerard is a notorious criminal, suspected Chaos sympathizer, and enemy of the Empire. He was rescued from imprisonment by his followers 3 days ago. Our task is to bring him back, dead or alive, He is believed to be headed for the foothills of the Grey Mountains. If you wish, I shall make the arrangements with the authorities to leave for Lauren immediately.
I'll travel with you. As we cross the Grey Mountains, I must visit Karak Norn to recruit more warriors for Zufbar.
There is what appears to be a wizard standing on the path ahead of us, sire. He wishes to speak with you.
I have been shown the heavens' prophecy. There is going to be a great battle. I would travel with you to the Empire that I might aid you.
You think we need your help?
I have seen the possibilities. Waves of brave warriors cut down before the mighty hordes of the horned rat, Alfwan torn asunder and left to stagnate in the filth of the aftermath. You'll need all my help. And then some.
Very well. Then war it shall be. Ambush!
Hold. What is your business in the Grey Mountains, human?
I command the mercenary army Grudgebringers. We are travelling to the forests of Lauren.
Oh, I am Asgur's Bloodfist from the fortress Karak Norn. The way to Lauren is blocked by Skaven. I have need of mercenaries who can offer you employ with us. Bugman's Brewery needs assistance in repelling attacks by a drunken giant. If we can drive him away, you'll each have a keg of beer as well as your fee.
The Dwarven guards at the brewery have recently been called to Zufbar, leaving it virtually defenceless. Bugman's Brew is the finest beer in the old world. We cannot allow it to be wasted on ignorant giants.
Skaven raiding parties have been launching attacks into the Lauren Forest for many months, and we have had many encounters with their scouts. We are en route to destroy their foul lair, which lies about 3 days' distance from here. In return for your help, you will be paid and guided safely to Lauren.
And with the Skaven base destroyed here, I can send on some of your warriors to assist at Zufbar.
Please, no more delays. It would take you twice as long to reach Lauren without our knowledge of the mountains. And these crags are home to unspeakable horrors that would freeze your elfin heart. Be thankful you now have a guide.
It is our commander's decision. The elves have granted us safe passage to the yew-groves of the heart of the forest. From there we will wait for the Elder to arrive from King's Glade in the south. In the meantime, I have spoken to Galed, their leader, who guarantees us work so long as the Skaven continue to raid their forest.
Skaven plague monks are attacking our beloved forest to the north, killing the trees and animals with their putrid filth. We must cleanse our home of them before the forest is damaged beyond repair. The attack on our forest to the north was clearly a decoy to lure our warriors from the heartland. I have just received word that our High Elder has been kidnapped by Clan Eshin gutter runners on his journey here from King's Glade. They are travelling above ground, no doubt towards an entrance to their tunnel network.
He will undoubtedly be tortured until he either speaks or dies. We must get to him before he can reveal the location of the men here at Athal Mariah.
I have assembled a rescue party already. We have gained some knowledge of the Skaven tunnels which lead into the vaults and are attempting to block these routes in the forest.
Here is their hidden entrance.
Old elf fool. He had to talk, but carry crystal. Foolish.
The crystal is whole again. The sword I wield contains a runed sister stone, and its message is clear. The menhir has been activated, and its direction is painted in the winds of magic. It lies there, to the east. Leave the woodmen to hunt for their elder. Time has run out. We must hurry now to reach the menhir first. We must hurry now to reach the menhir first. Envoy Goldtongue has told us of events. We have seen the power of the Elf Rock, and by order of our High King we're sent here to assist your efforts to destroy it. The menhir will not be destroyed. It must be saved. We are under strength, sir. We should seek the Emperor's help at Nuln before we continue.
My scouts report a large army of greenskins approaching. We will have to fight through them to get to Nuln.
Agreed. Let our actors feast on their flesh. Hooray! Illustrious age of elfin history, destroyed by ungainly, ignorant, beer-swilling dwarfs. This is not an end. This sacrilege will be remembered and